What's up, guys? We're here for my wide receiver rankings, and it's going to be like no other. I could give you the top tier wide receivers just like everybody else, but I'm also going to give you the 5 wide receivers, if you miss out on them, that I'm going to target this year. You could go, if bearing any injury, Michael Thomas will get you 100 receptions. Bearing any injury, Tyreek Hill is the most dynamic wide receiver, with Patrick Mahomes throwing him the football. Number 3, Davante Adams, you could bank on him getting 10 touchdowns. Also, Julio Jones, is there a year where he doesn't get 1,000 yards? Everybody could agree on that, but it's going to be hard what to do after those guys are gone. I could choose between Chris Godwin and Mike Evans, but with Tom Brady in town and bringing Gronk with him, no one knows where he's going to throw the football. So between going into that circus, I'm going to either be safe going after a running back or tight end. I'm going to go after these 5 guys, right, Rox? 5 guys that I'm going to target after those big top tier guys are gone. 1. Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley, you could find at the beginning of the 4th round. He's a 3rd-year receiver this year, and that's usually the year wide receivers break out. Calvin Ridley in the past 2 seasons had over 800 yards in each and 17 touchdowns. That's averaging over 8 touchdowns a year. Bank on Calvin Ridley getting over 1,000 yards this year and being a wide receiver 2, possibly a wide receiver 1. Like I said, start looking for Calvin Ridley at the beginning of the 4th round. 2. DK, muscle on muscle, Metcalf. Even though here he's dressed up as a highlighter, DK Metcalf is proving that he's going to be one elite wide receiver in this league. I hate so early in his career to compare him to Julio Jones and Calvin Johnson, but he has the size, the speed, and the athletic ability to do so. He also has proven his rookie year that he could catch contested catches. And right here, he looks like Billy Madison shoving aside elementary school kids. Get off me, you need 7 guys to tackle me. Between the 4th and 5th round, you can start looking at DK Metcalf on your fantasy football team and banking him as a wide receiver 2. 3. DJ Moore. Making him next on the list with no specific order. You can also grab him between the 4th and 5th round as your number 2 wide receiver. With Devin Funchess and Greg Olsen not on the team no longer, you have Christian McCaffrey, let's say, having 50% of the balls on offense, and the other 50% will go to DJ Moore and so you can bank on DJ Moore getting plenty of targets this season. 4. Don't sleep on Brandon Cooks. Wake up. Brandon Cooks is only 26 years old. Even though he just got traded to his 4th team in his NFL career, he has 4 1,000-yard seasons under his belt. Don't overlook that. He's going around in the 7th round. That's highway robbery. He's very dynamic. He's taking over for DeAndre Hopkins. That's a tall order, but he's still going to get plenty of targets and plenty of chances to make a big impact on this offense. High five! Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp is labeled as a top 10 wide receiver for me going into the 2020 season. As Jared Goff's number 1 target, even with Brandon Cooks in the lineup, now, with Brandon Cooks in Houston and Todd Gurley with the Falcons, the mastermind coach of Sean McVay is going to make sure that Cooper Kupp definitely gets enough targets this season. With Brandon Cooks shipped away and Todd Gurley moving on, that means this pass-heavy offense is going to be throwing the ball a lot to Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods. Cooper Kupp could be found at a round 3 position, and he could be confident as a number 1 wide receiver. This will be the last year you get Cooper Kupp after the 2nd round. I hope you guys enjoyed. You can follow me on Instagram at FantasyFootballWishList, and I appreciate any views, likes, and subscribe. Thank you.